What's going on everybody, I hope you're doing well, and here we go with a brand new top best video, but this time I decided to focus on turn-based strategies as a whole and pick the top 3 franchises that grew with the years to become iconic in the eyes of any respected gamer. Strategy games are the culinary TV shows of the video game world. You need a modicum of intelligence and the ability to think ahead in order to perform at your very best level. You don't think Mary Berry simply bunches a load of eggs, butter, flour and sugar into a bowl and a beautifully decorated princess cake suddenly appears. No way. The key to creating this wonderful Swedish layer cake is to plan ahead. It's just the same while building a virtual empire in any strategy game. Probably that's why this genre of gaming is so dearly loved by many passionate fans, including myself. And here's the inspiration for this video you're watching now, and I'll be as profound as possible. Without this series and franchises, I really do feel my life would not be the same. So without further ado, here's my top 3 best turn-based strategy series of all time. Enjoy, comment and discuss, and let's do this! Number 3. Heroes of Might and Magic series. For a fantasy fan, any of the Heroes of Might and Magic series is like a trip to Willy Wonka's factory for a kid with a weak spot for chocolate. The game is literally drooling with pure epicness, heroes, forgotten treasures, mystical monsters and all of that dressed up in the best attributes of a turn-based strategy genre. Like so many other empire building strategy games, the series is split into a number of different campaigns where you take possessions over one of the game's many races. Every race comes equipped with its own cities, which you build up for the purpose of recruiting new units while collecting an upkeep to maintain your forces. Every army is led by a hero, whom you could train up by earning experience in and out of the battle, giving them new skills and abilities each time they level up. Heroes also depend on the equipment you give them, artifacts scattered throughout the land and carried by enemy champions. Battles play out on a field and your army is represented by unit stacks. 10 dragons could make a massacre out of 10,000 peasants while your other units sit back. It is a game that deprives you of sleep every time you play it, but to be honest, just like every other game on this list. I must admit that story was never the series' strongest point and most of its appeal came from its great gameplay. Still, somehow I managed to get emotionally attached to every fallen hero I let into the hellfire of enemy's kingdom. Number 2. Total War series. Total War means exactly that, running an entire empire while fighting every battle you face on the road to domination. One minute you're tinkering with taxes and building shacks, and next you're firing cannons and charging headlong into the enemy. Every game series takes place in 2 distinct modes: up close real-time tactical battles and more removed turn-based empire management. The key is the interaction between the 2 modes, holding the line in a siege, knowing that if a castle falls, so too will your forward line. Ordering a cavalry charge against an enemy army, knowing that if it's led by your opponent's king, and killing him will cause his empire to crumble. Whenever 2 armies meet, the game switches into a tactical battle. This is where you get to be the general, the master of war. You command your units, build formation and fight your enemy to the last man. The best bit? It's not completely down to the statistics. With the right ground, the right tactics, a small outnumbered force can withstand almost any odds, and the mightiest army can be broken by a decent ambush. Total War is deep, tactical and thoughtful. Expect the campaign of Total War to last a week or so at the very least. Number 1. Sid Meier's Civilization series. The Civilization games are about human history. You're guiding a race of people from the Stone Age throughout to modern times and beyond. This is a 4X strategy, which stands for expand, explore, exploit and exterminate to the very fullest. You will start off with nothing and grow into a global power, or at least die trying. The decisions you face are many: political, economical, military, even social. You can be a friendly neighbor or walk the path of conquest, a center of trade and tourism or an industrial powerhouse. Freedom of choice is the game's best asset. Where do you go? What do you do? Which path will be your path to victory? There are many playable factions now and each lends itself to a particular style of play, but you still got a lot of flexibility, and I mean a lot of it. Civilization, with its new parts coming up, it's streamlined every time as the series will ever get, and it seems as the perfect place to jump in every time. It has got a strong set of tutorials, tips that guide you through every decision you should make as the young commander of your newborn empire. Combat is as good as it's ever been thanks to the Civilization grid system introduced in the newer version, and there is a constant flow of mods and maps to tinker with. It is addictive, compelling and absorbing. If you consider yourself a true strategy gamer, this is a must in your personal gaming arsenal. The concept is simple: select the civilization, plan its development and take over the world. How do you do that? It's completely up to you. This is, hands down, probably one of the best, if not the best games I had ever pleasure to play. And there you have it, guys. If I only did try to include the honorable mentions that I considered while picking my top 3 best turn-based strategy games, then probably this video would exceed the length of all the videos that I have ever made. Of course, you can arrange series like Final Fantasy, Fallout, XCom, Europa Universalis, Panzer General or even Master of Orion should make the list, and I hope you will let me know your top favorites in the comments below. But my point really is to remind you the core beauty of each and every one of these titles. The ability and necessity of planning, thinking ahead and executing tactics rather than testing the speed of your fingers resting on that touchpad or that mouse. That's it for today. If you did enjoy this video, remember to subscribe to my channel because there will be plenty more videos coming up, and check the link down below to visit my blog as well. That's it. I hope you have a fantastic day. I will see you in the next video.